Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Jamel Gibbs, your family-oriented entrepreneur. Welcome to another video. So in this video, what I want to do is walk you through this new rehab that we have going on. I walked through this property a couple weeks ago with my wife and my kids. If you haven't had a chance to watch that video, be sure to check it out at the top. And the reason I'm doing this, obviously, is because I want to show you guys some in-the-field action on what it takes to actually get projects done. I showed you how to do it on the last rehab that we finished in 30 days, and we put that property up on the market and got full asking price for it. Gonna bring home a check for over $60,000 on that one. This one is gonna be a little different. I'm not gonna get a check for over 60 grand because I plan on keeping the property as a short or mid-term rental. So with this particular property, I plan on making monthly cash flow on it. So I will be refinancing the money out of it and pulling the money out in order to be able to keep the property long term. I got another contractor pulling up right now who's going to check out my HVAC. I got my electrician. He's going to be here Monday to check that stuff out. I got some things that happened in this property which caused me to have to change the way I'm going to remodel it. So if you remember in the first video, we spoke about doing certain things. Some of that has changed, and I'm going to talk about all of that in this video. Let's get into it. If you could take a look at the unit,
okay,
and let me know, if you feel like it needs to be replaced or
all right,
serviced. I know for a fact. Let me show you something back here. If you see inside these vents, they're filthy.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, so we don't want to be breathing that stuff in. You know what I mean? So I know that at the very least, these are dirty. We might have to change the.
I'll take a look at all the.
Yeah, if you could take a look at everything, let me know what your thoughts are, and then we'll take it from there, man.
Okay,
the actual unit for the HVAC is outside.
Okay.
That's in pretty good shape.
All right.
But the one that's in the closet over here
All right.
needs some work. Let me show it to you. It looks pretty old, but I mean, you the expert with that stuff, man. So you tell me. Excuse me. So you can take a look at that right there.
Oh yeah, that's pretty old.
Yeah. So.
Do you want to keep like a gas furnace, or you want to go with a like electrical heat pump?
I mean, what do you recommend? The last house we did heat pump.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
We've been taking these.
Taking the gas out.
Yeah, and replace it with heat pumps.
Yeah.
They're more efficiency. Cheap.
Yeah, more efficient.
Gas furnace. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me walk around, take a look.
Yeah, take a look at everything. I'm gonna be filming right now,
All right.
and then we'll talk after. Okay. All right. So let's head back over here, bro. So check it out. So a couple of things. In the last video, I talked about keeping the kitchen cabinets. I really thought about what I'm trying to do with this property. That's gonna be short or mid-term rental. I really want to give it that wow factor. Now I could paint the cabinets, and obviously by painting them, it'll give it a facelift. But I decided to go with new cabinets. So one thing that you want to keep in mind when it comes to kitchen cabinets or anything that's in decent shape in the house, I'm actually gonna sell all of these kitchen cabinets for $500. So we took pictures. Now my wife is gonna put them up on Facebook Marketplace, maybe Craigslist, a couple other places as well. But we're gonna sell these cabinets, right? That's gonna save me $500 that I could put towards the new cabinets, and then I'll have a brand new kitchen at a discounted price. All because I didn't demolish these cabinets, I kept them. So that's just one key tip for you. You can see I'm talking to Lalo, who's gonna take a look at the HVAC system for me. I got a couple other things. You can hear all the noise in the background, a couple other things going on. But for the most part, wanted to share that tip with you because that can help you make some money on the property while you're actually rehabbing it as well. So another thing that I was talking about doing was removing this wall, if you can remember that. We decided not to remove the wall because it was going to cost me more money. And there's a reason for that. And I'm going to show that reason to you in just a second. But I can save money and the room still looks great. And that was part of the reason why we put the new cabinets, just to provide that wow factor in this whole kitchen space and this dining room area as well. So this is coming off. We're going to put granite here, put granite in the kitchen. That's still part of the same plan. Still going to put the recessed lighting and everything like that. But we're not going to remove the wall because it would have cost me a lot more money to be able to do it. But here's why. Let me show you. So number one, when we tore up the master bath, which is on this side of the wall, on the other side of this frame, this needed to be jacked up. That's what Danny just told me. So this needed to be jacked up. And obviously, and I'll show that to you in just a second. But the reason why we didn't knock down that wall is because of this. So look at all this right here. So that damage up there, that's all termite damage, right? There was a lot of termite damage in the house overall. You can see some of it right here. You see a lot of it down there. A lot of termite damage, which cost me more money, obviously. And then we had to rip up the whole laundry room floor. We only planned on doing half of it, but we just did the entire thing. You step over here, you'll see the guys are framing out. They tore out all of the termite infested wood. I don't think it's infested anymore because we don't see any evidence of termites anymore. But again, you know, this is all new wood because that we had to install because of the termite damage throughout the entire place, right? That's only on this half of the property. That's not on the initial half of the property. So that caused us to have to spend a little bit more money than what we anticipated. So I had to make some changes. So sometimes when you're rehabbing houses, you got to shift. You got to pivot in order to really be able to make stuff work and still make the property look good at the same time. Let's step outside for a minute. If you remember back here, we had a whole pergola, closed-in pergola, and a whole deck back here. We decided to keep the frame, the joists and everything were good, but you can see we tore everything down. We're gonna rebuild the same exact thing that we had. I think my wife likes it. I liked it a lot. I think it made sense. It gives the property some wow factor to it, and it gives it a homey type of feel. So if we're going short or mid-term rental, we want to do things like that. Maybe add a hammock back here or something like that, just to add some spice to the property as well. So that's what we're doing back here. I'm gonna knock down some trees. I had the tree guy come out, my guy Mel's Tree Service, right here in Greensboro. We're gonna take that tree out right there. We're keeping that green tree back there in the corner for privacy. But this one, and that one is all coming out. And everything that you see on the side up against that fence is coming out as well. So we're gonna clean up the yard to make it really look good. Again, providing that wow factor, giving some space back here. And if we go short or mid-term rental, short term, we definitely wanna have some games, maybe some outdoor activities back here. But mid-term, I don't think it's gonna be that big of a factor. But let's step inside. All right, so we're gonna step into the master bedroom. So remember I was telling you about the termite damage. So the guys were ripping up the floors yesterday, a couple of days ago with the carpet and everything like that. You can see this is all new framing, right? Termite damage. So this was an unexpected expense. We didn't know that it was gonna be that way. And at the end of the day, it needed to get done. So we had to sacrifice something, give up something in order to be able to make sure the property is done properly. The guys in here, they tore out the floor. They're taking care of, this is the master bathroom. So they're working on the framing of the master bath right now. We ripped out the tub that was in there and we're gonna install a shower only. So you'll see that later on when we give you an update of this property. So everything is all good in here. Coming into this room right here, So we are gonna tear out this toilet, but the guys are using it right now while the house is being remodeled. So we're not gonna tear it out just yet until we're ready to install it. But you can see we ripped out the vanity. Then you got the tub right here, which we're keeping. This is an old cast iron tub, but it's in good shape. And we are gonna add tub surround tile all the way up to the ceiling in this room as well. So it's gonna look incredible. You can see the wood is in pretty decent shape. There's some stuff that needs to be replaced, but overall the stuff is good to go. Looks pretty good. All right, so let's step outside for a minute. So Lalo is saying that the entire system needs to be replaced. So we'll see what, I didn't even factor that in because I had somebody else come look at it and they said that it didn't need to get done. But you know, I kind of figured it does. So that's gonna be more money out of my pocket. So we'll see what he's talking about. And this is why you gotta be prepared on some of these projects to make adjustments, right? And this is why you don't wanna be cash poor doing stuff like this. You know what I mean? You know, I didn't borrow enough money from my lender to be able to do this. So any additional funds are gonna come out of my pocket, which I don't really have a problem with because I'm gonna make money on this house regardless. There's over $100,000 in equity in it, all right? So let me show you something else. So here's another thing. So the electric is getting done in this house. The plumbing did not need to be done. There's all copper piping in there. Normally we want to use PEX, right? The red and blue lines, the water lines that you see. But the copper is in good shape, so I'm not even going to replace that right now. But we also, you know, based on Lalo, now we have to do the HVAC system as well. So that's 3 things that needs to get done. That's, you know, 2 things that needs to get done that is obviously going to cost me more money. And I could always wait, you know, if the water lines ever go that bad, I could always wait to do that later on. But we are, you know, we're in a good position on the water lines right now. But we're also replacing this fence right here. You can see that they ripped off the wood. It was in pretty bad shape, but now, you know, we're gonna have a fresh fence and it's gonna be stained and everything on the side right here as well. That's really what I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to give you guys an update on what's happening on this rehab and also tell you the good news about the other property. I'm gonna make over 60 grand on it, and that was literally a 30-day flip. You guys saw it from start to finish. But let me know what you think about this video. Obviously, things are gonna pop up that I have no control over. Some things that we didn't see, but I'm glad we caught it, like the termite damage, for example. It, you know, caused me to have to make a shift in the rehab. This is all part of the business. But when you buy right, you buy discounted real estate below market value with enough equity in it, you can't go wrong on these houses, even if mishaps happen. The only thing is the mishaps come out of my profit on the other end. So the longer I own this house, the more I'll recoup and the more I'll make. The longer you own properties, the longer you own real estate, the more money you make on real estate. You don't start losing until the day you sell it. All right. So let me know what you guys thought about these updates. If you want to see another update, be sure to leave a comment in the comment section. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell. I appreciate you guys' patronage and support on this channel, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.